What do I find inspiring about Montrose Harbor? I think it's the sense of belonging you feel when meandering around the harbor, regardless of where you're from. Let me give you a tour, and let's start with the location. Montrose Harbor offers green spaces, beaches, and great parking availability. It's located on the north side of Chicago, approximately 6 miles from Chicago's downtown neighborhoods, and is easily accessed from Chicago's Lakeshore Drive. Despite its distance from downtown, there are plenty of restaurants and fun neighborhoods within walking distance of Montrose Harbor. Andersonville and Little Saigon are two neighborhoods I would highly recommend for checking out regarding dining near Montrose Harbor. If you do get a hankering to head downtown, there are a plethora of transportation options to include the 146 bus on Inner Lakeshore Drive, the L train, which stops at Berwyn and Wilson. Divvy is a bicycle, e-bike, and scooter share program with stations all around the city. And cabs or ride sharing are all available for citywide access. Despite the presence of a peninsula off the Chicago shoreline, Montrose Harbor is not necessarily easy to spot from the water, as the point jutting out is low to the horizon and the buildings behind it become the prominent land features to the naked eye. The easiest method for a sailor to locate Montrose Harbor from the water is to leverage the location of the Wilson Avenue crib and look directly west of that. Using this method, leveraging the distinctive buildings in the area to guide you in will be the perfect combination. Note that the harbor entrance is facing due south and is butted up against Chicago's lakefront. The channel entrance is very well marked and is easy to find as you close in toward land. Into the harbor, the path to the slips is very intuitive, and the water depth is copious at 15 to 20 feet throughout the harbor. The space between finger docks is about 100 feet across, or roughly 2 boat lengths, for my boat. The harbor accommodates vessels up to 50 feet, and there are 2 docks that accommodate 45 to 50 foot boats, and they are about halfway up the channel. And it does seem as though that the area northwest of the west side dock is the largest turnaround space available once the channel is entered. There are mooring balls, a star dock, and slips to accommodate over 700 vessels. The pump-out docks seem to be located behind the star docks along the western shoreline. The slips have power and water, and marina residents have access to the central bathroom facility, located behind a code-controlled locked door. The marina has no fuel dock. One unique feature at this facility was the presence of a dry storage area and public crane service for smaller vessels. So I just came across a gentleman launching a Rhodes 19 on one of these small cranes. And it turns out that this dry storage facility is part of the harbor. So you can engage a dry storage spot here at Montrose Harbor and use those cranes to launch your vessel. And he stores it here in the winter. So that is a very cost-effective solution if you own a small vessel to store it here at Montrose. He also informed me about the fleet races, which are generally open to those who are interested in sailing. Before talking more about the activities, sailing, and race opportunities, I should talk about the Corinthian Yacht Club, which is the resident yacht club of Montrose Harbor. Compared to the Chicago or Columbia yacht clubs, the membership cost of the Corinthian Yacht Club is relatively inexpensive, at under $700 per year. The club was founded in 1934 when the schooner Gaviota, built by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, pulled into the new Montrose Harbor facility of the time from the neighboring and overcrowded Belmont facility. The owners of Gaviota at the time founded the club and acquired a permit from the Chicago Parks District to erect a club facility adjacent to the harbor. I find the Corinthian Yacht Club's website to be awesome, well organized, and full of very relevant information. One can find information on club membership, sailing education, marina information, a restaurant menu, racing series and schedules, amongst many other pertinent informational items. There are many race series put on by the different fleets within that marina that provide sailing opportunities for those who don't have a boat but are interested in sailing. Speaking of well-organized websites, I should also point out the website for Chicago harbors. which includes a spectacular dock map and a general slip availability chart for Chicago harbors. For transients visiting Chicago, you might want to consider this availability chart as a guideline to which Chicago marinas might have the most likely availability for your size transient vessel. All right, so what are my impressions of Montrose Harbor? Well, I have to say they're favorable. I talked to some people coming out of their gates, their dock gates, and they're very pleased with this facility. They're like, oh, we love this place. And the parking looks accessible. Doesn't look too bad. There's public parking available too at this harbor. I think it's like $2.50 an hour, so it is a little expensive. You've got restroom facilities that are easily walkable. You have a central one with showers, like lock protected shower and bathroom facilities for marina residents or transients. The harbor is very protected. It is a bit sprawling. You do have a little bit of a walk to get from here to there, and it seems like the harbor entrance is a little bit away from the central marina area. So you do have a little bit of a traverse coming from the harbor entrance to the slips. There are a few mooring balls here, but not a lot. Like I said, I did see dry storage facilities for smaller boats, so that's pretty cool, with cranes available so they can launch their vessels as they feel they are ready to sail. So it's kind of a neat little facility, and I do get a community vibe here. You know, there is a Montrose is a little bit away from downtown, and it does seem like people know each other and very welcoming and open. And somebody offered, hey, if I want to sail, I could join their Rhodes Club to go sail on Saturdays. They have a prospect club. Just show up at such and such a time at such and such a place. So very friendly, open community. I like that. I like most marinas and harbors are supposed to be like that. And that is true here. So Montrose is a thumbs up for me. I want to thank my subscribers. I really appreciate your support. If you've stayed until the end of this video, please consider pressing that like button, as it really helps this channel grow. I'm including a link to a review of 31st Street Harbor here, which you might consider watching if you're planning to visit Chicago as a transient at some time in the near future. Loopers, this is for you. This is Sailor Eric. Thanks for watching.